Thank you so much for joining me here at Rock on the Range. How does it feel to be here? I'm so excited to see that you're on the bill.
I am so excited because I've been planning this all my life. When I started my label, Strange Music, because of the Doors music, they inspired me to want to call my label Strange Music. People are strange, strange days. I was lucky enough to work with them on my last album, the remaining members, right before Ray Manzarek died, rest in peace. It's a wonderful thing. I've always had the rock-infused music since I started, and here we are at Rock on the Range because a lot more people have found out that we got it. A lot of people don't understand either because they've never seen it. Like, why would a hip-hop artist be at Rock on the Range? I'm about to show them what for tonight.
Absolutely. I'm so happy to see that they're expanding like the genre diversity, because I absolutely can't stand when artists have to feel boxed into one particular thing or another. How do you feel about them expanding them finally?
I cannot be boxed in. No genres, man. Of course, I primarily rap, but Run DMC showed you with Rockbox that it can go somewhere else. Run DMC showed you with Walk This Way, it can go somewhere else. Beastie Boys showed you it can go somewhere else. It goes on forever and ever. POD, Linkin Park, you know, Tech N9ne is like a clusterfuck, man. It's like I'm gonna do whatever music feels good to me, and man created separation and barriers and genres due to culture. Fuck that. Let's do beautiful music together. We need each other. That's what this album Special Effects is saying. And EDM with me and Excision, we need each other. And metal with Corey Taylor on Wither, we need each other. Speed 'em with Eminem, Chris Calico, we need each other. Gospel with Tech N9ne and Ordained on a song called Lacrimosa from Mozart. We need each other to give each other a leg up. You know what I mean?
I think that when we last spoke, it was in Philadelphia like a year, maybe a year and a half ago, and I think that Special Effects was still in the planning stages and everything at that time. So can you tell me a little bit about what went into putting all that together and all the various collaborations?
The beats tell me exactly what to do. When I heard the beat for Wither, I knew it was for Corey Taylor. When I heard the beat for Speed 'em, I knew it was for Eminem. When I heard the beat, when Excision sent me a gang of beats and I chose Roadkill, I knew that was the one. You know what I mean? I grew up around DJs. I grew up around a lot of different types of music, so I have an ear for it, and I'm never wrong. And in putting this album together, I knew that all these songs would go together without even knowing the order. The order just came to me because I know BPMs and stuff like that, so it turned into a wonderful masterpiece that people agree that it's my best work. I said it first, but then when everybody is in agreement, that's heaven right there.
Absolutely. It is an absolutely phenomenal album, and it just, I adore the way that one track just flows into the next one, and it's just, I mean, the it doesn't matter, fan base, anything, like it's just brilliant.
Yeah, that comes with growing up around DJs, BPMs and everything, how everything just flows like a continuous thing, you know what I'm saying? It's like my own canvas. I can paint whatever I want, long as it's from here. And my mom passing made the album take a serious turn when she passed lupus June 6th. She's right here right now. And it made the album take a serious turn, and me being on the Forbes list for the third time in 3 years for more money made family members start turning against me, you know. So the album took a serious turn. The demons will come out when godly things start happening, you know what I'm saying? And it'll come in the form of people that's supposed to love you. That's the only thing. I wish the Forbes list would not list me anymore, because I'd rather love over envy any day.
That's a wonderful, wonderful attitude to have about it, because so often you hear the opposite side of that come out. You know, people just, it's all about like a corporate thing or a greed thing, and that's like really disheartening.
Well, the normal person is trying to show out. for everybody so they can impress a nice woman. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I got love in my heart. If I love a woman, you know what I'm saying, I love a woman, you know what I'm sizzling. I'm not trying to impress all women and, ooh, I'm on the Forbes list, ooh, I got diamonds, ooh, you know what I'm saying, suck on me, I'm rich. I don't care about that. I'm like, if my attitude can't get you, then we're not together. You know what I mean? And I don't care about, now, don't get me wrong, it's a blessing to be a black man from Kansas City, Missouri, born in the projects, 904 Michigan, Wayne Minor Projects, and end up with his own label and on the Forbes list. It's a humongous accomplishment, but what comes with it, the hatred and everything, I don't want it. So I don't care if they retire me from the Forbes list. I'm gonna make more this year. I don't want anybody to know, because everybody changes and I'm the same. I still go to Walmart and buy my own food. I can't, the ladies that clean up my house, I could tell them, hey, will you go to the store and do this? I don't want to do that. I need normalcy, because in a world where everybody calls you God, in my world, in my land that I created, strange land, you can lose control of the wheel and kill yourself, you know what I mean? And I need normalcy, even though it's hard for me to go to Walmart and shop without getting chased through the aisles.
Is that really hard for you now?
It's hard, but we got to make it fun. We make the girls chase us through the aisles, and if they catch us, we get a picture. You know what I mean? I need normalcy. I'm a normal guy in the mind of this guy who has this abnormal thought process. So it makes it harder for me, because my security, like, you cannot go to the movies with just you and your girl. Yes, I can, man.
Gonna do it.
And it's changing for me. And this album just came out, and Eminem's on it, and Corey Taylor's on it, and everybody's on it, and everybody's paying attention. And I'm doing Rock on the Range. Now I just did the thing with Kanye yesterday at Powerhouse, and Ludacris and all that. You know, it's changing. It's gonna get harder for me, but I'm gonna get my normalcy.
Absolutely. So, I mean, how hard is it now for you? I mean, there's so many albums under your belt. How hard is it for you to craft a set list and everything and kind of decide, does each show kind of become its own animal?
No, I don't have to change it for anything. That's the beautiful thing about Tech N9ne. My set list, I don't have to say, okay, I'm gonna do my rock set list. I don't have a rock set list. I have a rap rock set since I started. He won't play me on radio, cause they be on punk shit daily on. In the streets a shady one. You know what I mean? It's always been there, you know what I mean? I'm doing that song tonight too. You know what I mean? The industry is punks from '02. It's been there. So I don't have to conform to appeal to a certain crowd. I don't have to do it. I will never do it. Because what I've been doing since day one is this, and the people that don't know will know tonight.
Absolutely. So, I mean, you talked a little bit about some of the turns in the album and the recording process, some of the darker subject matter. Is it ever hard to get yourself back out of that headspace again?
Totally hard to get up out of the darkness. That's why I will never do a totally dark album again like KOD, King of Darkness. I had no idea that I had those many dark stories that scared the shit out of me. So the darkness you hear on this album, like Shroud, it's gonna be there because my mom passed. Lacrimosa is gonna be there because my mom passed. Oh yeah, Intervention is gonna be there because of the state of the world, what's going on, and all the people that died in Syria, and the thing going on in Nigeria with Boko Haram, you know, Benghazi, everything, man. Ferguson. Those songs are gonna exist because it's darkened on the planet, you know what I mean? But I will never do a totally dark album again because it took me down in a hole to where I wasn't gonna get out. So I have to be careful because all my stories are real, you know?
So I was reading a little bit about the next album possibly being called The Storm and everything. What is coming up next with that? It's still in the planning stages right now.
Yeah, it's just the planning stages. I just came up with the title on this tour. My first CD I ever put together was called The Calm Before the Storm in 1996. We put it out in 97, way before Strange Music. Now, fast forward to 2016, I'm gonna give everybody The Storm. I think Special Effects will make a way for me to make a bigger album than Special Effects, which is hard to do. The Storm, here we go.
Is there anybody that you'd like to see take part in it?
Gary Clark Jr., Outkast, Jay-Z, Marsha Ambrosius, James Hetfield. Well, I'll just say Metallica. Alanis Morissette, Lana Del Rey, just to name a few.
Absolutely. Well, we absolutely cannot wait to see what comes out next. I want to thank you so much for taking a few minutes to speak with me today. I appreciate